Hi, and welcome to the Truly Kenya podcast. I'm Kenya, your host, and today I have Camille Simone Winbush. And I know Camille is like, why is she using my full government name? And I'm doing that because my middle name is also Simone, so I thought it was worth mentioning, so that's why I did it. Now, you probably know Camille depends on how old you are from the Bernie Mac show. That's where I was first introduced to Camille. If you're younger, you know her from a lot of other shows. And I'm going to name her filmography and television career. So I didn't put it on a card because it was just too much. But I'm just going to read it straight from my phone. And then when I finish reading Camille's history in the business, you're going to be like, oh, I get why she used her phone. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. Viper, and I don't know if you're going to remember all this. Viper, she had a CBS school break special, Dangerous Minds, Brotherly Love, Minor Adjustments, Eraser, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Mother Goose, a rapping and rhyming story. Okay, I thought Snoop was the first one to do that. But nah, Camille did that in 1997. Snoop was not the first one. Happily Ever After, NYPD, Seventh Heaven, Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai, Ladies Man, Any Day Now, Recess, The Wonderful World of Disney, Dinosaur Norm, The Tangerine Bear, that doesn't sound very good, Strong Medicine, ER, and of course, The Bernie Mac Show. Criminal Minds, Grey's Anatomy, Courage Is, Olivia, and once again, where my daughter knew her from, The Secret Life of the American Teenager, The Monogamy Experiment. Do you believe in monogamy?
Yes.
Okay. The Choir, Everything But a Man, Children of
Ether.
Bachelor Lions, Cannon Busters, Muna, Frack Store.
A fracture.
Oh, well, why do you spell? Okay, I can read. They spelled it wrong.
They
okay?
tried to be cool.
Oh, okay. Holiday Hideaway. And then she has two projects in post-production, The Caller Returns and Lipstick. Now, you see why I had to read that from my phone, okay? That was way too much to write, but I wanted to read it all because when we think of Camille, we think probably, what do you think we think of?
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac. And if you're younger, then
Secret Life.
So, but I just wanted to remind everybody, she has a vast library of work for us to remember. All right. So now, the one, the only, the established and working actress, Camille Winbush. Hi, Camille.
Hi.
Okay. So from that, what I noticed is you were working a lot longer than I knew that you were working. So how old were you when you got into the business?
I was discovered in the audience of my cousin's talent show when I was 2 years old. Mm-hmm. And I got signed by an agency right on the spot. And then my parents thought, okay, let's see what happens. And it just turned into a career.
Wow. Okay. So you weren't even trying. Your parents weren't even trying to find you work. You literally, somebody was like, she has something. We want that pretty little chocolate girl. We want her. And then from that, did you end up loving it, or because from that you obviously took it serious and you were booking shows and stuff.
I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Because I started so young, it was just what I did. Mm-hmm. I didn't think of it as a job or something that I want. It just was.
Yeah. And then I also read that you're good at it. And I'm glad that they did discover you, because I think you were, I don't know what the Bernie Mac show honestly would have been like without you and your character. But you also were a gymnast at a competitive level. So what does that mean? Like how were you doing all of that?
Well, that time I was still on the Bernie Mac show. So I would go from being on set all day to gymnastics practice until 9 p.m. at night.
Wow.
And then on the weekends, we would have competitions. So it was a lot, but I loved gymnastics. So I was
Yeah.
willing to put in the effort and the hours.
Right.
It was hard, but again, my love for it made it worth it.
And then you don't. I don't know if you know. I know this or not, but you also not just acting, not just gymnastics, but also music.
Yeah, I mean, that one I don't take as seriously.
No, but could you like hold a tune or whatever they call it?
I can sing. I grew up playing the piano and a little bit of guitar. I sang on the show before, actually, Bernie Mac and Secret Life. But that is just more for fun. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think I would ever pursue it as another career.
No. When's the
I'm
last time you sang? Not Happy Birthday, something else. But when is the last time? Like, are you like around your house cleaning up or whatever you're doing, like singing and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm always singing. I love, like, I don't mind being in traffic
Yeah.
when I'm driving because I can just turn on whatever song and sing with it.
Okay, what would be your go-to if we were at karaoke? What song are you choosing?
Well, normally it would be Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. But
Oh,
I'm trying to switch it up now and get more
I
current.
can hear that tone. I hear that tone. I can see you singing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the tone of your voice, I can see how that could work. Okay, you trying to switch it up?
I'm trying to get a little more current with
Okay.
my song choices.
Okay, are we gonna stick in that genre or are we gonna move over? We got an R&B choice? Something I may like really know? Like
I
feel
really
like
love
a woman. I know that, but okay. Got an R&B choice?
I love Her.
Oh, who doesn't
Now
love
those
her?
are a little more difficult to
Yeah,
hit
but who
all the
doesn't
notes,
love
but
her?
yeah,
Yeah.
she's great. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So then you're doing all this and you grew up and you're also being homeschooled.
Yeah.
And I did ask you before the show, was that because of your acting career? And you were about to tell me what about homeschooling?
So my parents had decided before I was born that they wanted to homeschool me. And growing up, it just worked out because I
Yeah.
was on set all the time, so I really wouldn't have been able to go to a regular school anyway.
Right, right.
But yeah, my mom, first through middle school, she was my teacher, and then on set, we had our own tutors. And I actually graduated high school 2 years early because of that.
Wow. Would you, when and if you decide to have children, do you think that you would homeschool? Like, was that a positive experience for you?
Because of my lifestyle,
Yes.
it really was
Choice.
the best option. Would I personally homeschool
Yeah.
and be the teacher? No.
Yeah.
But I'm open to it, getting a tutor.
Yes.
I still got to do the fun parts,
Yes.
as they say. I went to a
Yes.
prom.
Oh.
My friends invited me to their homecoming
Yeah.
and football games. So I got to experience a little
Yeah.
bit of it. But I feel like education-wise, it was better for me to be homeschooled.
Even though you were an actress, it really doesn't seem like it also seems like you were able to be regular or normal teenager, as you know what I mean, with you being in sports and, you able to go to homecoming and your proms and being able to do all these other things, like you just weren't put in this acting bubble,
Yeah.
So I would imagine your friend group were people in the business and outside of the business.
Oh, yeah. My parents were very good about making sure that I was well-rounded.
Yeah.
And my life wasn't just acting.
Yeah.
So I had friends from acting, gymnastics, people that I randomly met through other friends.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got the best of it all.
Do you feel like it was any pressure? Like, did you, like when you were going on auditions, did you feel pressure at all or not? Now, this is prior to Bernie Mac. Like, did you feel that kind of pressure? to get the job or not get the job, or the pressure about having to audition, or you don't really have stories like that? Like it was just what you did, and so you went in and, you know.
No, there's pressure. You know, going into these auditions, there's hundreds, maybe even thousands of other people auditioning for that same role. And then you have to go into a room full of strangers and impress them with your acting skills, and then also make them want to be around you as a person. And this is all happening within a few minutes.
Yeah.
And you gotta be on all the time.
Is there any role you didn't get that you thought you should have gotten?
Looking back, there were a few that
Yeah.
I've seen and I've thought, I could have done that a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
But I think things worked out the way they should have.
I think that about life too. Things happen the way they're supposed to happen. So we get to Bernie Mac. How do you get that? I don't even know if you had to audition, but if you did had to audition, how did that role come to you?
So I did have to audition. It started out with 100 of kids. I didn't even know who Bernie was at the time. I was 10.
Oh.
So I hadn't
you
seen.
wasn't watching his comedy.
Yeah, no, Kings of Comedy was not on
Oh my
in
gosh.
my house. But my parents did let me see a little clip,
Yes.
just so I could understand who he was.
Yes.
But I auditioned, and eventually it got down to the last handful of girls,
Yeah.
and Bernie was in the audition, and I got to read with him. And, you know, he was throwing stuff at me,
Yeah.
and I was catching it and throwing it back, and we just had really good chemistry. And I booked it.
Oh, and did that chemistry last throughout? I mean, it was a lot of over 100 episodes of that show. So did you guys, was that a close, were you guys family on that set? Because it really looked like you guys all enjoyed each other. You know, like it didn't look like there was behind the scenes rivalry or whatever.
No, we really were a family. I mean, we were with each other more than we were at home.
Wow.
Bernie even came to one of my gymnastics competitions.
Really?
And,
Was he like a father? Did he, you had a father, you know, I know you have a father, but was he like a uncle, or, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Was he that?
Yeah, he was definitely an uncle figure for me
Yeah.
and all of us, really. He would give advice.
Yeah.
You know, he would rag on us, and he was just so humble too. Like, we would all have lunch together every day on set, the cast and the crew.
Oh, wow.
So we really all were a family.
And then when, you know, I think honestly, when it comes to sitcoms like that, I think when everybody starts to be separate and have like their own dressing rooms and don't really interact, I think that's when you find a lot of disconnect.
Yeah.
And I think like just having lunch and, really creating a family type of atmosphere, you're forced to, whether or not you got a problem, you know what I mean? You're forced to really learn and be able to play off of each other. So okay, so that makes sense. But he seems like that type, you know what I mean? You would have to have a leader that is like, since he was the star of the show, like, I want to have, you know what I mean? This is what we're going to do, to kind of lead that ship. Are you guys all still well, obviously not Bernie, but do you guys stay in contact at all? I mean, I know life goes on and different projects and people are moving differently, but do you guys still stay in contact with each other at all?
We do. Actually, a week ago, Jeremy, who played Jordan,
Yes.
We drove down to Vegas.
Together?
Him and his wife, and we drove down to Vegas to see Dee Dee, who played Brianna,
Yes.
baby girl. She was there celebrating her birthday, so we drove down literally for the day just to see her and have dinner with her.
Oh,
so
that was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's cool. And then you do, okay, So that was a positive experience, just like it looked like on the show. It looked like, as we are watching the show, that you guys are really having fun, like constant laughter. You know what I mean? And then as you think of, did you ever go to any of his concerts as you got older?
No.
Did you ever see him live?
No, I didn't get that chance.
Do you remember where you were when you heard he had passed away? Or who did your parents tell you, or how did you hear about it?
Well, oddly enough, there were rumors going around that he had passed. And at the time, it wasn't true. So people were saying that he was gone, but he wasn't. And then I want to say like a week or two later, he did pass. And my mom let me know. And we all went out to Chicago for his funeral. And that was the first time we had all been together since the show ended. Yeah.
What a great loss in that of Bernie Mac. So that show ends, and you go on to, have lots of other work. And then you finally land again in another huge show. I mean, it's a huge show. Like, how did that one come about? Did you have to audition? I mean, did you have to audition for that one at this point?
For Secret Life, I actually did not have to audition because the creator of that show also created Seventh Heaven. And I had worked on the early seasons of Seventh Heaven, and the creator remembered me from back then.
Wow.
And brought me on to this show.
And how was that situation, that experience with that group on Secret Life? Was it equally as family? Did it feel like family the same way, or was it kind of different? Like, what was your experience on that show?
It was different, but I got lucky again because one of my castmates on that show, Renee Olstead, I grew up with her, and we met when we were 9 years old on another show.
Oh, wow.
And
wow.
She was also cast in Secret Life, and we played best friends on that show, and we were best friends in real life. So it worked out perfectly. Like, all our scenes were together. We shared a trailer.
Right.
So we had fun on that show.
Okay. Who has a better residual check? Secret Life or Bernie Mac? Okay, so I'm going to guess. How many years before Secret Life was Bernie Mac?
4 or 5, maybe.
Okay, 4 or 5 years. Okay, I think that's still close enough. I'm going to say, and you just say if I'm right. I'm not asking you how much. Bernie Mac had a better residual check. Has the better residual check.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because.
Because. Okay, because why?
Because on the Bernie Mac show, I was a series regular. So I was getting paid for every episode.
Yeah, okay.
Whether or not I had a, one scene or 15.
Okay.
On Secret Life, I was a strong recurring guest star.
Yes.
So I was not in every episode, and I would get paid by the episode. Yeah.
Oh,
now, don't get me wrong, it was still good money.
Yes.
But it wasn't as consistent.
Yes. Oh, okay. And then at that time, did they have, what's that law? Kugler? No. What
Coogan.
is Coogan? Okay. Did they have that law then?
Yeah.
Okay. So your parents, were they responsible with your earnings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay.
I mean, they did the best that they knew at the time.
Okay. You're growing up. People from the Bernie Mac show, we having a hard time with the fact that you are growing up. Okay. And I did not realize you were 10 when you landed Bernie Mac, because 10 is not a teenager, but were you playing a teenager on a Bernie Mac show?
I was playing a 13-year-old when the show started.
But you were I didn't realize you were 10. Yeah. I really thought you were a teenager on that show.
No.
So, and then you go on, and are you dating at this time? Like, you well-known actress. You know, you got gymnastics, you got all this other stuff you're doing, playing the piano in your free time. I mean, is there time to date? Like, are you dating, or was that hard for you?
Yeah, I mean, I had my first, I guess, serious boyfriend when I was 18.
Oh, really? Was he in the business or outside of the business?
He was a dancer, so kind of in the
Okay.
business.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you had your first boyfriend. Okay, so you're really living a regular teenage life.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you are. Your experiences and stuff. Okay. So after Secret Life, what is going on? Are you still like into acting? Because now you're older. You know, are you like, I'm kind of over it, or I still really enjoy doing it. I still want to be out here, acting.
By the time Secret Life ended, I was 21, 22.
Oh, we were able to drink and everything. Ooh, we was really.
Yeah, so I wanted to get wild in private.
Yeah. Oh, how's that happen?
It didn't.
Yeah.
Not to say that I was,
Yeah.
going crazy,
No,
but
I don't think you were going crazy, because I couldn't find any real dirt on you. And not dirt. I couldn't find any real stories on you, like worth
I don't
bringing
have
up in
any
a pot. Yeah.
scandals.
Yeah. Which is good for you, and and your aunts and uncles from the Bernie Mac show. That would be the people watching, that's having a hard time with you growing up. But you do decide, I do want to try some things. Mm-hmm. Now, how old were you when you finally decided, and how were you introduced to OnlyFans? And before you did that, did you think like how other people are gonna, receive it, or were you like, it's my life, I'm grown, you know what I mean? I've given you a lot of my life. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So how did you get introduced to it, or how did it even come about?
Okay, I'm gonna break it down like a fraction.
Oh,
That's what Bernie taught me that. He used to say that all the time.
Okay.
So, OnlyFans came about because my best friend, who was also on Secret Life,
Okay.
she had created a page.
Yes.
And she was doing really well
Yes.
on there. And she was telling me, girl, I just paid off grad school. Like, get on there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, within a
Yes.
few months.
Oh wow. Okay.
And at first, I was thinking, no, nobody wants to see me. Like, nobody's going to pay for that. I don't want to get naked. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do anything
Yes.
salacious or crazy. And she was like, no, trust me, people want to see you. Mm-hmm. You are an adult.
Right.
Like,
Right.
they want to see what you've been up to. Mm-hmm. So at the time, I was 30. So it's
Many
not like...
years have passed by.
Yeah.
So was this before or after COVID? I don't know exactly how old you are.
It was kind of in the middle of it.
Oh, okay. So you're spending COVID. Were you spending a lot of time by yourself, or did you have a boyfriend, or were you dating?
I had a situationship.
Oh,
at that
hey.
time.
Okay.
And he was the type, he didn't care. He was
Okay.
like, go for it, do
Okay.
you? So I talked to my parents about it.
You did before you started?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we have a cool relationship. Like, I tell people, like, I talk to my parents about anything.
Okay, so you were telling your mommy and your daddy, I think I'm gonna do this thing, OnlyFans. And I know they were like, what's that? Right?
Right. And I explained it. I told them what it's known for.
Yeah. Oh.
And I explained what I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's more Maxim than Playboy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Maxim, the magazine, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And they were both like, okay.
Yes.
If you think you can make some money,
Yes.
who are we to say no?
Right.
Like, as long as you are not crossing any of your personal boundaries.
Yes.
You're not hurting anybody. It's legal.
Right.
Go for it. And so I did it.
So now when you are, okay, how do you decide what your price is? Do you know what I mean? Like when you're starting OnlyFans. So this is how I heard it works, and you can correct me. I do know someone that does it. So she said that there's like a membership, whatever your membership price. She said, but for her, she has a lot of members or whatever you call them. But, and she said, it really comes when people want like something personal. Maybe, can I get a picture of you laying on white sheets? Or can I get a picture? You know what I mean? Like more personal.
Yeah.
And some of those pictures, she said, she said, really just depends on my mood. But she could charge anywhere from from her pictures, anywhere from, I think, 50 to 750 a picture or a thing. It just depends on what is going on. Do you think, so is that how the money is made? Like, and how do you decide? Like, okay, say I would do it. How much would my entry, that monthly fee, like a person, I'm not famous, okay, but how much would me, an unknown, make, or what is that price? What should my monthly price be? What would my monthly price be?
It really depends on what you're doing, like how much you are, if you're going with the, with the sexual tones, how much are you willing to show? Are you doing anything?
Okay.
So like for me,
Yeah.
I don't do anything X-rated.
Okay.
I'm on there dancing around in
Yes.
lingerie.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So,
Is there never a little anything?
I mean, sometimes I wear sheer
Okay.
bras.
Okay. Oh,
But
okay.
I'm not like
Full
fully
out.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm aware
Yeah.
that people generally go on there to see more.
Right.
So I go for volume. Like I have a pretty decent amount of subscribers.
That's what they're called. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are willing to pay a reasonable amount
Yes.
to see
Okay.
what I am offering.
So how? Okay. All right. And those prices, somebody can have a subscriber from, I don't know what's normal, what's average. I'm not asking what yours, but I mean, if somebody wanted to find you on OnlyFans, I mean, we might as well promote it. You're on there. But how much is a normal or an average price? Like
I
per
would
month,
say
like $20.
between like 10 and
Okay.
40
Oh, okay, per month.
per month.
Oh, okay, yeah, that probably could add up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And then on top of that,
Yeah.
you can charge for whatever content you release on there.
Do you find most of your audience men or women, or can you tell that, or you can't even really
Yeah.
tell? You can't
It's, I would say 98% men.
Okay. Do you think they're from the Bernie Mac era, like wanting to see, our niece, or are they from Secret Life?
Majority is Bernie Mac.
Yeah,
I get a lot
older
of
guys.
people saying, actually they're saying like, I grew up with you. You were my first
Oh.
crush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is funny because it's like, it's weird in a way, but also I
Yeah.
get it.
Oh, okay. All right. And so you're doing that, and so we have an opinion about it, right? Your aunties and uncles, they used to watch the Bernie Mac show. Okay?
Yes.
The Secret Life, they probably don't even care. Like, go girl.
Yeah, they're right there
Yeah.
like, hey, me too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's just us. We the ones that had the problem with it. But you know why I think we had a problem with it? Because we did watch you grow up, and we feel protective, and we just want to make sure you're okay. It's okay. Nobody's forcing you to do it. And, and I think when I first came in, and like me sitting across, you're just so pretty. I mean, you're very, very pretty.
Thank you.
Girl. And I think that's where we come from. I don't think and I'm just speaking for me, I don't think we are trying to come from like trying to tell you what to do, but you're our niece too. That's how we feel. You know what I mean? And you grew up, but we're still stuck at 10 years old or 13. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we didn't really grow up we did not grow up, or we did not feel or embrace you growing up. We did not embrace you growing up. Like,
Yeah.
we still, at the Bernie Mac show, which is, I don't know how, 20 years, how old is the Bernie Mac show, would you say? 15, 20 years old?
Coming up on 20, I
See,
think.
so we still stuck, about 15 years ago. Okay,
Yeah.
That's what we are. So, but what was your response to? Were you like, first of all, were you shocked? Like, damn, why you guys have so much to say about it? Like, why are there so many opinions about what I'm doing? Were you even shocked about the comments or people's thoughts about it?
Okay, I'm gonna keep it totally real.
Yeah, totally,
right now.
for real.
I knew that people weren't gonna like it, but I did not expect the extreme pushback that I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Probably from women, huh? Was it mostly from
actually, it was majority black men.
women? Really?
Yeah, which I was surprised by.
I am surprised about that. I really am. Huh.
And it was just the nastiness of it. Like, I understand you have this perception of me and
Right.
what you think I should be doing or what you would like to see me doing, but to attack and try to bring me down for
Yeah,
it. Like, I
that's
had
not okay.
people questioning my mental health. People saying, "Oh, she must not have a father. Her
Oh, wow.
parents are so disappointed in her." And I'm like, "Damn, all of this
And
from
then
a
the
couple
whole
pictures."
Bernie thing. Bernie
Yeah,
must be turning
bringing
over.
him into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, it was too much.
Yeah.
Like,
How
I
do you
can take a
block it?
joke, but when you start going after people that are no longer here,
Right.
or like my family that
was
has
gonna say, or
nothing
your
to do with
parents,
it, then that's taking it too far.
Right.
Like,
So how do you push through or ignore the noise? How do you handle it?
when I first started, it was tough. I wanted to fight back. I didn't understand why it was so aggressive. And I'm like, what have I done
Right.
to get all of this?
Right.
And even in the blogs, people were saying like,
I
"Oh,
bet those are the
she's
same
broke."
people that were joining. The real aggressive ones?
Yeah,
I bet those
they
are the
would
same people
join.
right now that are paying whatever your price is per month to see some sheer, some lingerie, and little dancing and maybe a little singing on top of that, okay?
Yep.
And that's just how people are.
Yeah.
And then, so you somehow figure out, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to get through it.
Yeah.
But I'm staying. I'm staying right here on OnlyFans for right now,
Oh,
as long
yeah.
as I want to. And then, so baby girl, Dee Dee, what's her Davis?
Dee Davis,
Okay.
yeah.
So she gets onto OnlyFans. Does she call you first and say like, hey, so what's the experience? You know what I mean? Because I think if I were thinking about it and we were close, what's it like? Like, for real. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you guys are close enough to talk numbers and all that. So did she call to ask like do you have any pointers or suggestions, or how do I become successful at it? Or did she, because her response to everybody was, fuck y'all. Okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was her response.
Yeah,
Is she
which I'm not
feisty?
mad at.
Yeah. Is she feisty like that though?
Oh yeah, she's
okay.
always been that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Baby girl? Okay. So she was like, fuck y'all. So, did she reach out to you?
So we've talked about it
Yeah.
before, like
Yes.
casually.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me that she was gonna do it.
Oh, really?
I found out when everybody else did, which I understand. Like,
Okay.
it's a weird thing to
Yeah.
come to. Like, you're kind
Oh
of.
no, I would have called to talk to you about pricing. So wait, so I mean, really, that's what I would have been like. So wait, how does this work? Yeah, okay. Oh, so is
Yeah.
she still on it also?
She's still on there. She's thriving. Like, I'm
Wow.
happy for her. Why
Yes,
not?
Yes,
You know?
yes. So you're doing this. Are you dating now? Are you single?
I am single, but
Is it another situationship?
no.
Okay.
I'm single.
Okay, single.
Yeah.
Are you interested in dating?
Yeah. I was in a relationship for about a year.
Okay.
And that ended not on great terms.
Okay.
I come with a lot. And
You do?
Yeah.
You don't, you seem like more than OnlyFans? Like, what is a lot? Like, do you mean your personality is a lot?
No, I
What is
mean,
that? You batshit crazy and you just don't look like it? Like, what does that mean? Because seriously, I didn't find anything, like, I didn't come across stories of you drinking. And I mean, what is it? What does a lot mean for you? I don't, because I can't picture what it is. I mean, honestly, I can't.
I mean that in terms of I live a semi public life.
Okay. That could be a problem.
I have the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I make, I don't want to pat myself on the
Yeah.
back, but I make good money
Yeah.
on my own.
Uh-huh.
And that is a lot for men. Not every man, but
Yes.
that is a lot for some men to handle. Especially like with my last relationship.
Yeah.
He ended up telling me that I need to get a real job and that he was embarrassed by me having OnlyFans. So it's going to take a special kind of guy who is secure in himself, who will be able to support me in the choices that I make and the life that I live.
So if you met somebody and you were dating for a while and he said, I understand you enjoy OnlyFans, but I do make enough money to take care of us, to support us. Would you get, and I want you to stop the OnlyFans. Do you think you would stop?
If he was serious, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, OnlyFans is temporary for me. I know that every good thing comes to an end.
Right.
And I'm just riding that wave as long
Right.
as I can. But that was never the final destination for me.
Yeah.
So if I met someone
Yeah.
that can meet me above or
Yes.
right where I'm at,
Yes.
then yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Who is he? Describe who are we looking for? Is he in the business or out of the business? What do you prefer? Or you're open to either?
I would say that I'm open to either, but I lean more towards outside of the business.
And are you honest, like, immediately about the OnlyFans, or do you kind of wait a minute to say, and by the way, I'm doing this thing? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I let people know right away because
that's
at
good.
some point you're going to find out
Right.
about it. And I would rather not waste our time.
Right.
If you have a problem with it,
Right.
let me know right now so I can get up and go.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think, like, so I'm newly divorced, but I've been going through a divorce for a couple of years. And so I'm honest about the divorce, but I don't really think I have anything. I would never bash my ex, especially to somebody else, but to a guy. But I don't really have anything, but it takes me, I don't think I've ever volunteered who I got divorced from. Ever. Like, I mean, they eventually find out, or they're already in the business and they kind of know, but I don't think I know they're probably like, is this bitch ever gonna mention who her ex was, who this kid's father is? Like, and I don't know, because I think a conversation has to follow it. That's what I'm thinking. And they could be this like, oh, Joe Blow, okay, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? But I'm
Yeah.
thinking, oh my God, now we're going to have to have this whole conversation about everything. And I honestly, I just don't want to deal with it. The conversation I don't want to deal with.
Yeah. I get that because
But
it changes.
I think it's good that you're like, boom, this is what it is. So you can make some decisions that work best for you now. I love that.
Yeah, because I want to get married and I want to have a family. And
Okay, so yeah, get back. Who are we looking
Yeah.
for? Tell me who you're looking for. Describe them to me. I know a lot of people.
oh, okay.
So describe them to me.
He has to have integrity,
Yes.
which might be saying a lot considering that I'm on OnlyFans, but that's another conversation. So he must have integrity.
Yes.
a good sense of humor,
Important.
strong work ethic, mildly adventurous
Sexually or just like in the world? Like,
in the world.
okay.
But also sexually. Can't be
Hey.
boring.
Okay. I get it.
He has to be adaptable,
Okay.
willing to put himself in possibly uncomfortable situations, meaning like going to red carpet events,
Right. Okay.
having to answer questions about
Okay.
me.
Right. Okay.
He has to be clean because I have a little bit of OCD,
Okay.
and I'm a little bit of a germaphobe.
Okay, no,
so
I get it.
He
Okay.
has to be willing to put up with that, and just somebody who is happy to be with me and is excited to not show me off, but prop me up. Like I want somebody that is going to help elevate me,
Okay.
push me to the next
Right.
level, and also let's go to the next level together.
Right.
Like I don't want to have to compete
Right.
with my man or dim my light to make him feel more comfortable. So he has to be very secure.
Okay. Do you cook?
I do.
You said OCD, so you are clean. The house is clean. Are you a homebody or you like to kind of be out and about? Like, would you describe yourself as a homebody?
I was thinking about this the other day.
Look at me asking all the right questions. Hey, okay, go ahead.
I realized that over the last few years, I have talked myself into being a homebody.
Oh,
I realized that I do like to go out and I like to put on nice clothes
Yeah.
and go places, do things. But probably, I think during the pandemic, I got so used to just sitting at home because what else are you going to do that I told myself, okay, this is cool. You like this. You like being at home all the time. You don't like to go out. You like to stay in. But now I'm ready to go out and explore.
do you care what color he is?
No, I've dated
Okay.
everybody.
And then what about height? Does height matter to you?
I want to be the person that says no, it doesn't, but it does. But
Okay.
I'm also 5'3", so there's a lot of wiggle room there.
Okay, so 5'3", then you could conceivably date somebody like 5'9", 5'8", right?
Oh yeah, I would go like
5'5".
I would say like 5'6".
Okay.
Is
5'6", financially stable,
yes,
supportive,
yes.
emotionally and otherwise, and can he have kids? Ooh, no baby mama drama?
I mean, ideally no.
Oh,
But it
okay.
also
What's his age then? If he doesn't have kids, what's the age group?
I would say mid-30s to early 40s.
And he don't have no kids?
I know.
Is he gay?
It's
He don't have no kids? Okay.
I know it's a big
Okay.
ask.
So if you are a unicorn out there that fits this description.
No, but listen, it also depends on the situation.
Okay.
Because
What if he had kids, but he can deal with the mother? Like, she is not batshit crazy.
if they have a great relationship, then that's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's more so me
Yeah.
having to realize and accept
Yeah.
that I will be number 2 behind those kids.
Yeah.
And if I am not number 2, like I would always want the man to put his children first.
Of course you do. I'm telling you, you do.
And if he didn't,
Right.
that would also be a problem.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So it I won't say I'm totally against it,
Yes.
but it depends on the situation.
Okay. So where can Mr. 5'6" find you?
Oh
Emotionally
man.
stable, preferably no kids.
See,
Wait a minute. Does he have to be a certain religion? Are
no.
you religious? Okay.
I'm spiritual. I wouldn't say
Spiritual, okay.
religious.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay.
I'm working on going out because for me right now, you could find me at Home Goods
Yeah.
or a restaurant. or like,
But are you able to go out by yourself? Like, can you go into a real restaurant and sit down and eat by yourself?
I would sit at the bar.
Okay, I would sit at the bar too, but the only
Yeah.
time I've tried it, I've never gone out like that by myself unless I'm traveling and then I'm like at the hotel or airport. But I tried to go out to a bar before, and I got to the bar. It was fine. I'm not a big drinker. I just couldn't go. It is the saddest thing. I just couldn't go through with it, and I paid my tab, but I didn't stay for dinner.
Oh, see, I've never actually tried to sit and
Go.
have
I
like
think
a
you should
whole
try.
meal.
Yeah.
I've done it for like a drink, and then I'm like, okay, that's enough. I gotta go.
Yeah, well, I think you should try it. Okay, so you should try it and I should try it too, because I think those women that are really able to go out, like go to the movies by themselves, go have a drink or go have dinner, I think they are so badass and can travel by themselves. I am not there yet. I am working toward it, but I'm not there. So you should try it.
Yeah.
You should try and go and eat. And in fact, we should try to go eat separately by ourselves together on the same night. And see
I
if
would
we
love
can do
that.
Okay. So, all right. Tell everyone where they can find you. I want put yourself out there, like your social, your OnlyFans. You never know.
Okay.
He could be sitting right there at that good job, looking at your pretty face, talking about that's the woman I want. That's the woman me and all these damn kids want. That's our new stepmommy kids. Look at her.
no.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Camille S. Winbush. OnlyFans, Candidly Cam.
Oh, that's cute.
Facebook, Camille Winbush. And at a Home Goods near you.
Okay, wait. I have one more OnlyFans question. If I were on OnlyFans, do I have to use my name? Because my alias for everything is like Black Butterfly without the A. I guess it's not an alias anymore.
Well,
Because I just gave it out to everybody. But anyways, that's what it would be. But could I have that name and nobody know?
oh yeah, you can have, as long as no one else has it,
Yeah.
you can use any name you want.
So, but they pay you with your real name and your bank account, right?
Yeah, you have to put in your
All right.
government.
I got a daughter
stuff.
getting ready to go to grad school too.
Make
Okay.
that money, girl.
Just kidding. You're like, what is she gonna show? Bodysuits. But all right. Well, okay. Wait. Tell me about before I go. Just tell me this. What do we have going on? Is there anything that you want to talk to us about? Like, what do you have in the works and that we can look forward to seeing you on screen, or gymnastic competition, or EP, or what else? Piano? Anything? What you got going on?
I did 2 films.
Okay.
One is a horror movie.
Oh.
My very first horror
Okay, I'm not
film.
gonna see that. I'm afraid of scary movies. Okay.
Me too. So it was
Was it a good
interesting
one?
to make one.
Okay.
That was fun.
What was it? What's the name of it?
That one. Why am I blanking right now? Ooh,
That's okay. I'm gonna find it.
yeah,
I'll find it.
it'll be out. But
Okay.
and then the other one is kind of like a crime thriller,
Love.
and I have my first sex scene in that movie.
Okay, so we were about to end this podcast, but you guys know I am like sex positive about everything. I have so many sex questions. So when you are trying to be intimate with somebody having sex, is he like really naked?
No,
Oh, he's not?
no. Well, it depends on how much they are showing in the, but usually they have like a sock on, or boxers, like if you're under blankets.
Okay, so what do the girls have on?
Usually like a flesh color
Oh, so you have
thong,
on some
or
sort of underwear also.
yeah, there's
So
covering.
how was Brad and Angelina actually having sex then on Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I mean, maybe they volunteered.
Oh, okay, because they was really doing it. So I'm just saying. They were
There
really
are
doing it.
ways though to make
Okay.
it look
Yeah.
like you are without actually.
Was he a good kisser? Did you kiss him?
I did.
Was he a good kisser?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, because
He's cute. He's a cute guy.
Oh,
but
really?
You had to keep it professional. You know?
Oh, okay, whatever. Okay. Well, as long as he was a good kisser. If he wasn't a good kisser, I don't know
Oh,
how
that
to
is.
see.
Oh, can I add that to my list? You have to know how to
Oh,
kiss.
okay. See, there you go. You have to know how to kiss.
Yeah, I can't do the sloppy,
Yuck. Okay.
juicy. Ugh, no.
Just okay. Great. Got it. I think you should kiss somebody quickly if you think that you're getting serious, and I think you should travel with them. Not a long trip, but maybe like a weekend.
Oh,
so you can see
yes.
how people travel, how they treat other people, and how they deal with adversity. Because right then and there, you're going to know if he's an asshole or not.
Yeah.
And maybe you should kiss him before you even travel, because then you know if you even need to take the trip.
I totally agree with that. That's how I decide if I like you or not. Like, if we go on a trip,
Yes.
and by the end of it, I
Yeah.
still want to talk to you, we good.
We good. All right. Well, I can't tell you how grateful and happy I am that you came down here to hang out. We are going to practice doing our solo stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it the same day, really.
Okay.
We're going to do it the same day. And I just wish you the best in acting, whatever it is you're trying to do. And if you on OnlyFans, I hope you're making a shit ton of money to do it, doing it. And I just appreciate you. I appreciate you coming down. So
Thank you.
Thank you, Camille Simone.
Thank you, King Simone.
And with that, thank you so much for watching the Truly Kenya podcast. It's been a great show today. You can catch us on YouTube if you are a visual person, or you can catch us on your favorite podcast platform, because we're all over. So thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye. Yay.